Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, and today we will discuss Parashat Vayara, this parasha that we will read this Shabbat. In this parasha we have many famous stories, like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, the story of Avram trying to argue for Sodom and Gomorrah against God. But today I would like to discuss with you something in a little bit in more general terms. Last week's parasha, the Torah described a very courageous action that Avraham did, that he circumcised himself in a very old age. He circumcised Ishmael as well. And really the Torah stated last week's parasha, Ve'ata et briti tishmor, that the Brit Milah, the circumcision, is something very unique for the Jewish people. And really from then on, only the Jewish people mainly do Brit Milah to its full extent. And this idea can create some kind of feelings that, okay, from then on, the Jewish people should isolate themselves to be some kind of people that are only for themselves because they are so unique and because they fulfill God's commandment of Brit Milah. However, we see in this week's Parsha, in a way, an anti-idea to what I just described before, which means what? On the third day of his circumcision, Avram, an old man, after being circumcised, that is difficult for everyone, sits at the entrance of his tent in the middle of the day when it's hot and it's sticky, and he is looking for what? He's looking for guests. He's looking for people to show kindness to. He is reaching out to people. He can't just stay in the tent, excluding and in isolation. He is looking to reach out to other people. According to some explanation, God came to visit with him and talk to him, and Avram said to God, please God, pause for a second. There are some guests right there. I need to run after them. And I need to bring them into my tent. Which means Avraham did not view Brit Milah, the circumcision, as a commandment that from now on he needs to seclude himself from others. But rather he viewed this commandment as something special, unique, but that will not take away from his responsibilities to other people. So what's the message? I think there is a very simple yet very important message. Avram, as the founder of our nation, had the dual responsibilities. One responsibility was for his own people, for himself, for his family, for the nation that he will create, the Jewish people. However, Avram had another mission. Av Hamon Goim, a father of all nations, to be a light unto the nations, to reach out to them, to guide them, to teach them. And these two missions should not conflict with each other. What's happened through the Jewish history, the Jewish people, based on many reasons, some of them are pogroms and persecutions and many demeaning statements about us, caused the Jewish people in a way to focus only on one thing, what we call personal sustainability. They had to sustain their own faith, their own nation, their own families. And somehow we forgot a little bit about being light unto the nations. Many individuals did, but as a nation, we just couldn't do it. Now with God's help, we have our state, we have our army, we have our government. We have ethics and morals that we all try to abide by. And we start fulfilling as well the second Abrahamic mission, to be a light unto the nations. So the message is simple. There are both missions are very important for us as Jews. We must make sure that us, our families, our community, our nation is strong, steady, based on the right ethical values, fulfilling God's commandments, reaching out to all Jews. But at the same time, we should never lose sight from being light unto the nations, to be teachers, to lead by example, to make sure that what we do influence others, until that day will come. As we say every day, Yakiru v'yed'u kol yoshvei tevel, may all the people of the universe will know and recognize that Hashem is the God of all people. Thank you.